ingredient that I'm putting in. I'm going to add the half a cup of softened butter. And you know what? I put these in the freezer because, you know, whenever you need to butter something or just to have a little, why throw that out? I could take it off right now, but I'm just going to put it in the freezer. I have a few of them, and I save them because that's a little bit there. Okay. With the butter, I'm going to add the half a cup of white sugar and the half a cup of brown. I'm going to mix it. Okay, so here it's mixed, it's all incorporated, but it's not creamed, and you want to cream. When you add any oil and butter, when sugar and butter, oil and butter, you want to use the creaming method because that's going to make your cookies fluffier, lighter, and not so dense. So it looks like it's incorporated, but it has to be creamed, and I'll show you what that looks like when I'm done. It takes a little bit longer by hand than it does in a KitchenAid stand mixer, but I just didn't feel like taking it out today. A little on the lazy side, so I'll be right back. Okay, see how this is creamed? It's nice and fluffy and light. There's no lumps. That's what you want. Excuse me. I'm going to add the egg. And I always put it in a separate container, separate bowl, just in case it's bad. I'll give it a sniff. Pumpkin. Oh, let's see what else she says here. Pumpkin egg milk. Okay. Pumpkin. This is 1 cup of pumpkin puree, and you could use canned, but I really believe that fresh pumpkin just tastes so good. And if you've never made pumpkin pie with fresh pumpkin puree, oh my gosh, you're in for a treat. I make 2 every Thanksgiving, and it is amazing. Delicious. Okay, got the, this is 1 teaspoon of milk and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. My favorite. Okay, just gonna mix that now. Can't wait. Okay, I'm not sure if you could see that, but that's not the right thing. It looks curdled. It looks curdled, but it's not. That's what you want. You did nothing wrong at that stage, so don't worry. That's just the vanilla causing that look. Okay, in a separate bowl, she says to mix all the dry ingredients and chocolate chips. Let me move this out of the way. So I have here half a cup of oats. I'm sorry, did I do one? Yes, I'm sorry. 1 cup of oats, and I'm going to do 1 cup of flour. And then here we have 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of pumpkin spice, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Mix it up. And then I'm just going to add the chocolate chips as well. Here. Just making sure I'm mixing everything, especially all that baking soda, baking powder, and all that. You get a bite of that. Ugh, nobody likes that. You know. Make sure I got it all here. See, I just saw a lump. See? You gotta make sure you get that baking soda and baking powder mixed. Okay, here's my. Do I want to use this or should I use mini chocolate chips? No, I think I'll use these. And I think hers says, where's her book? Hers says to use a cup and a half. I'm probably not going to use that much. I'm going to try about a cup. It's a little less than a cup, but I'm going to give that one a try. To me, I don't know. I'd rather have the pumpkin. Okay, here we go. Hey, I hope you guys can see. I just figured I'd do a different angle. So I'm just going to add a little at a time. You definitely don't want to overmix your batter because then you know for sure that your cookies will be tough. So I'm going to switch to the spatula in just a second. Because I don't want to overmix it. And also, there's another tip for you in case you weren't aware. When you do mix your cookies, just make sure I'm getting all that incorporated. When you mix your cookies and you have your spoon, don't go boom, boom, boom up here because that will actually take the airiness out of your bowl. It's like when you make like a loaf of bread and you go before you bake it just to get all the air bubbles. You don't want to do that with your cookies. So, oh my gosh, I can't even tell you. It just smells so good already. I cannot wait to have one. I figured, you know, I would, okay, would try that with the oatmeal because I'm using gluten-free flour and it does not taste good. If I was eating regular flour, I would just leave it, but I don't care for that. And this is my favorite tool for making cookies because this is all going to be the same size, and I forget what size this scoop is. It usually tells you, but I don't see it on here. But this is my favorite little tool. So let me move you over. Okay, so I got my pan. I'll move the camera. And these are going to bake at 375 degrees for, I'm not really sure, maybe 12 minutes? Yes, 10 to 12 minutes. And I'm so looking forward to these. And it smells amazing. I should put some maybe pecans or walnuts in, maybe on the second batch. Because I really love nuts in cookies and baking goods. I don't know, I always have. Because the baking does something to it. It like toasts the nuts. Okay, just gonna put one there. Okay, and we are ready to go. Okay, I'm gonna set my timer for 10 minutes and we'll see what they look like. My mouth is definitely watering. Oh, I forgot to tell you what to do with these leftover chocolate chips. Ah, I forgot about that. You put them in your mouth. And you don't have to do this, but I do it. I do halfway through, well, it's a little over halfway, but I turn them around because the back of oven cooks hotter than the front. So I just turn them around. Yes, you lose heat from the opening of the oven, but you know what? I've been doing it for years, so. Okay, I'm gonna take them out. They're a little crispy on the edges, and I like that, but I want them a little soft in the middle. And if you want to refrigerate your cookies for an hour or two, they won't be as flat. They might cook higher, you know, than these. But I don't mind because they're still kind of fluffy in the middle. And I have to wait for them to cool before we heat them. And I'm not sure if I could do that. Again, no, I'm just kidding. Okay, so I'm gonna wait, and I guess I could have put a little bit more chocolate chips in because I don't see a whole lot. But I'm gonna wait, and I'm gonna tell you how they taste. And I will be honest, of course. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I've never had these, and I changed it up, so we'll see. Okay, I'm gonna do a taste test. Okay. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. You know what I think will be really good in these? White chocolate chips. That would be really good. It's really good flavor, but the edges are a little, maybe too dry. And I think next time I'll put 1.5 cups of flour and only 1/2 cup of oats. No, maybe not. Okay, that was just that bite. Really good. It's really good. I'm glad I tried it this way. It's not better than regular chocolate chips, but for the fall season, I figured I'd give it a try. And they're definitely good, but I think I'm going to stick with her original version because I don't know about the oats in here. Maybe 1 cup was too many, but they're pretty. They're pretty. No, they're a little orange. It's hard to tell on camera. But you know what? They are delicious. They are. It's just a tad bit too much oatmeal, but they're really good. And, I mean, they're kind of healthy with the pumpkin in it, right? I think I'm going to put these in the refrigerator overnight, the batter, and do it again. So leaving the batter in the refrigerator overnight will help all the flavors marry, and it'll be better tomorrow. But I think next time I'll just try it her way, her original recipe, and leave the oats out. But it is good. They are good. You can't see the chocolate chips though, but I think I will try some white chocolate chips next time. So, thanks again for spending time with me here. I'm sorry there's no What's for Supper Sunday, but I'm just making salmon, and I've made it on the channel a few times, so nobody wants to see that. So, I hope you guys have a wonderful Sunday. Please give it a thumbs up if you like it, and if you would consider subscribing to my channel, I would just love that. That would help me out a lot. Have a wonderful day. Take care.